everyone. Welcome to the final in our series on the evolution of the F-16. Today, what I wanted to do is concentrate kind of where it's going, as well as some of the things that never really got to happen. And the first thing I want to talk about is the F-16XL. This is an interesting concept. People always joke about flying Doritos, but this is about as flying Doritos as you're going to get with an F-16 here. You can see basically they wanted to compete with the F-15E, and they said, what we could do is just make this thing like, a big old delta wing, and it'll be fine. It's actually one of my favorite variations of the F-16 because of its stupid range and its stupid carry capacity here. Now, this is a neat airplane because it's still 100% an F-16. They did test it. They never actually put it into production or anything along those lines. But it's also worth noting there's other things that people are doing with the F-16. Now, for example, you've got the Block 60, the Desert Falcon. Now, the crazy thing about the Desert Falcon here, this is a UAE, this is actually 2006, so it actually predates the one I always use all the time, is the fact they added an actively scanned phased array on it. And when I zoom out here, you'll notice my F-16 now has a radar range of 160 nautical miles. You also notice it can basically see, that's like crazy. That's like almost like a 30-degree angle on both sides. It's incredible view range here. And you can see here that it's basically an omni view. And the other F-16 worth noting too is the Victor model. This is the Block 70 version of the F-16. And the incredible thing is the U.S. has not ordered any of these yet, at least at this time, but several other countries have. The key thing with the Victor model here is the fact that it's got this thing called the Sabre ASA, which is a fabulous radar on board. It also incredibly has IRIS on it. Now, this thing can also pack and carry pretty much all the standard weapons that you're pretty familiar with at this point. Obviously, if we had one that was the United States, we get all sort of kind of the fun things like the EMP weapons and stuff like that. But we're not going to be getting those for those particular export versions. Now, as you saw in our previous 3 videos here, I got a pretty good idea of kind of the general flow of this scenario. The incredible thing is because we have this amazing radar range now, we've already watched them take off from, what is the distance here? Not only have we watched them take off, but we know what type of aircraft they are like that, by the snap of a finger. Can you imagine what that would mean tactically? Like, I could just luxuriously just sort of sit here and say, ooh, I just spotted a MiG-29 that took off 320 miles away from me, kind of a thing like that. That's incredible. So I'm going to press F1. We're going to go do the deed one more time here. Go ahead and grab my A2A here, my seed guys. I'm actually just going to order them to go ahead and not auto-evade. I'm also going to order them to go ahead and just, go nuts, kind of a thing like that. And we're going to order everybody else to continue on our mission. Notice we're already taking pot shots at pretty incredible ranges here. Let's see here. What do we fire at here? Yep, so this is the Harm C, and you can see we've launched it. It's a pretty good distance. Like I said, just incredible. Oh, you're taking a pot shot at the OSA. My apologies. Well, unfortunately for this OSA, it's about to get slammed into by something way too big for itself. Yeah, that's the end of that. And of course, they're already firing their AMRAMs at, I don't know, what was that? That was about 50, 60 miles away. And again, incredible tactical advantage compared to, kind of where it went. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. And it's over. It's over. That's it. There's no chance. Let me go ahead and engage these guys. Keep in mind, the F-16, they tried to make a stealth version of it as well, and I'm not bringing that one up. But look at this. Just fire. It'll be fine. Oh, we're going to fire some harms. Just kind of hang out from a long distance here. You can see the lovely MiGs here turn and ran, which was the correct thing to do here. Oh, where are you going? You're good. Also notice they have the S model, the Sidewinder, one of those things that always kind of blows my mind. So let's go focus now on the F-16 XLs here. Like I said, we've had a lot of fun with this. Look at that, splattered. And notice we have an amazing range with this particular aircraft here. We have these lovely weapons. I notice AGM-130s. I don't think we're going to get, there it is. Isn't that so cool? It's sort of like an early EO kind of, basically, if you want to think of a Mark 84 with a camera on the front of it kind of thing. Meanwhile, our A2A guys are just plinking on the MiG-21s. They're about to get a bunch of things shot at them in a second, depending on how successful we were at suppressing enemy radars. Yeah, that's another MiG-21 for the cause. Oh, just missed. And again, we can fire an aim 9. That was a 9X, I think. It's over. All right, let's go ahead and lower altitude a little bit here. Notice, by the way, that they've lost their radar capability, which is kind of crushing them. We're now going to go dive underneath the clouds, take advantage of our nice little pods on the bottom of these. Pods give us the ability to basically see really well. Actually, I'm going to back everybody up. We're way too close. We got to get under the clouds so we can see better. There we go. Let's see if there's pause. Shift F1, left click. Okay, let's go ahead and crack the knuckles, and let's do some damage here. We're going to go ahead and drop one on you. Whoop, that's the runway. Abort. Never drop bombs on runways. Just kill the planes. There's no reason to bother with bombs in the plane runway. All right, you're going to get one. Let's see here. Are you right there? You'll get one as well. Let's come over here. I'll give you one, and I'll give you one. Come over here. You'll get one as well, and you'll get one as well, and bombs away. Is anybody noticing the overall trend that it's going from having to get really up close and personal and extremely who dares wins to this? That's disgusting. All right, you may return to base. Nicely done. And we already got the OSA by accident with a freaking arm, but that's okay. All right, let's see how we did this time. All right, we got everybody. Like, we just cleaned house here, and you can see we got all the radars. They managed to fire some Zeuses at us. They actually shot down some of our weapons this way, which doesn't surprise me. They also dropped some chaff, which is pretty cool. Losses, 0. Look at what it cost us. 8 of these, 9 of those. Do you realize you're bang for a buck with this superior version of the F-16? Now, the incredible thing is as you've seen, this airplane is the same airplane from 1979, and they just keep putting new things on it in order to make it a little bit better with time. And it's incredible to think of what you can keep doing to it. Again, the new radar, the new missiles, and it just stays useful. It's also worth noting at this point, I'm going to go open up our little database here real quickly, is that with the F-16, and this is one of the things I love, is how many different versions there are and how many different countries use it. It's like the MiG-21, but an ultra-modern aircraft. Now, the thing you're probably sitting here going, okay, so you've kind of made your point here. What about the F-35? I feel like a lot of people are flying that one. Well, check this out. Check this out. That's it. That's all the people with F-35s and all the versions of F-35s. Now, if I wanted to be a little bit more interesting, I could do a MiG-29, and you can see just how many of these there are, getting an idea of the versions. It is an incredible plane, an incredibly flexible platform. Again, it's cost-effective. It gets the job done. Now, of course, if you know history, you'll notice many F-16s got shot down over the years, all the way back to basically Iraq, all the way back to Israel. And it gives you an idea of, even though they are so cool and so capable, they're certainly not perfect. And despite all that, I still think it's an amazing airplane. Enjoy.